Welcome to Sleepless in St. Canard, where the Stadra replaces REM cycles. I'm Kitty.
And I'm Anj.
And we haven't slept
in 30 years.
This is a podcast about the 90s classic cartoon Darkwing Duck, but you should know that already. We're here. We're all here. But today, even more people are here, as we've wrangled in a guest. A very wonderful guest, in fact, who we have mentioned a few times on the podcast, most recently in her contribution to our reader mail, blowing up my spot of my true feelings on Herb Muddlefoot, our friend who was kind enough to provide us all with us giving her her own introduction. Friend of the podcast, Nem.
Our friend Nem.
Wow, she's really great, isn't she?
She's
kind of weird. I would like to think that she's
secretly a budding psychopath underneath it all. And that comes out in the form of her wearing leather, spikes, and chains, being
a bit of a menace, dastardly,
up to no good,
and
making these weird, angry cat noises.
It's terrible. It's terrifying. It's so scary. Welcome, Nem. And let me be the first to say to you, I mean, right off the bat, how dare you?
Thank you, Kitty. I, as always, appreciate your abject horror at my presence.
So easily. You do it well. So, we have in addition to that question, the most important question, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? How did you get into the show and all that kind of stuff?
Well, I am Australian. It's probably the main thing you need to know about me. We have a very big contingent down here, which is kind of lies. And I believe I started watching it maybe around the time Saturday Disney was playing. That's an Australian kids Saturday morning cartoon show that ran for 26 years. But I would have come across Darkwing sometime in the 90s. And I started to do the thing where you get up early, put a VHS tape in the player, hit record, and hope that you catch an episode that you like. And you go back and rewatch it and be like, oh, damn it, wasn't a Negaduck episode. I'm going to have to re-record over the top of that. And you just do that like progressively along until you actually have a kind of a mixtape of different songs, or not songs, I'm thinking of actual mixtapes, until you have a compilation of episodes that you enjoy on one single mixtape. So that was a real thing in the 90s.
Yeah, I used to do that too. And then I would get so mad if I accidentally rewinded all the way to the beginning of the tape and lost all the other stuff. And just had 8 hours of commercials and, the Maury show.
Yeah. Yeah, you had to get like bang on when you wanted that cut over, or it'd be infuriating too.
But my God, what a time capsule. I love when people upload those things to YouTube and then it has like all the commercials and stuff still in it. It's just a time capsule.
Yeah. And all the little like joiner bits, I don't know how your shows ran, but like they would do competitions where it's like send us in your coloring or your like fan art or whatever, and like you might get this amazing prize pack, and the prize pack was like huge, and they'd spend like 10 minutes showing you all the Disney merch that you could get. And I entered once some sort of Lion King thing, I think, and of course I never got it. So but you could dream. It was the big dream as a kid.
Where can I send my hate mail to them and see if I can get you one now?
Oh man, I reckon you could probably find the actors who were doing it. I think they're still around.
I'm just gonna do complaints at Disney, care of Australia.
Yes, that will work, definitely. And then if you want some more background, I kind of into high school, later got the Disney Channel, and I vaguely recall a sleepover I had for a birthday party, and like just forced 4 of my best friends to watch Darkwing like all night, so which they still remember and still dunk on me for. But there was also Bill Nye the Science Guy, and there was a clip of him just at the end going, all right, this is an anemone. All right, this is a sea cucumber. Anemone, sea cucumber. And like for some reason, that's just what's stuck in their brains. So we still do that.
It's a perfect palate cleanser, I think.
Yep.
That's excellent. Well, welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah. And the next question here is, who is your favorite character?
Well, I think there's absolutely no doubt.
Comic guy.
Oh, why would you? No, actually, it's the tin can, for sure.
The tin
And that's
can.
the tin can that is used to defeat Negaduck in, what was it, Disguise the Limit?
Yes.
I'm already like trivia wrong. So yeah. And Ange, you were saying the other day it was a can of tuna. I don't know if that was ever established.
Well, it was at a fish factory, so I assume it was a can of tuna. I don't think it was labeled.
Yeah. Probably salmon by like logic, but do we ever go in for logic? I'm not sure.
I don't think so. I've never heard of that.
No.
No. All right. So the tin can is your favorite character. Okay. All right. And
Yeah.
we have our own rating system here,
Mm-hmm.
which is needs a little bit of dusting off since we're so deep in these comics right now. But as far as the show, what is your god tier episode, and what is an episode that you would throw right into the dumpster?
Oh man, I like the assumption I've seen any episodes that don't have Negaduck in them. That's like I'm still really bad. Was it like 20 years later at watching non-Negaduck episodes? But my favorite is probably Life, the Negaverse, and Everything. I think there was some discussion recently about fan art and fan fiction being a result of like the unexplored stories that are given out of a particular arc or a particular series, and like the whole that universe has pockets in it. People like to. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So it's like there's a lot of other stories that can come out of that story, and I found like just. I think you've talked about it previously on the show as well, that the Negaverse episode was a one where almost everyone has a fan character that's been based in the Negaverse, and that pretty much opens up a whole other universe, literally, that can be explored, but it only had one episode in the actual show. So that's really fun, and we get Negaduck doing cat noises and really great lines. And, you know, Negabinky is actually one of my faves. I nearly said Tank, but it's Honko who gets like launched.
Why don't you go over there and hurt that nice man, or kill that nice man who hurt mommy? Whatever she says.
Yes.
Yeah. She's the queen. So yeah, definitely one of my faves. As for throw in the bin, oh man, I don't know. I haven't really considered that. Yeah, all of the non-Negaduck episodes. No, I'm hugely biased. Is there one obvious one that I would hate that I'm not thinking of? I'd have to go back through the episode list, to be honest.
Well, there's, you know, the one-shot ones like getting antsy with Lilliput.
That's pretty bad.
There was the
mole
Planet of the Capes with
Oh
Common
no,
Guy.
with that Common Guy, we need more humans in Darkwing Duck, definitely, and we're gonna
Well, thank you for listening to this episode of the podcast. We're gonna cut it off right here. Well, I guess we could just narrow it down. Like, what Darkwing Duck villain do you hate the most? Because that would narrow down what episode we could throw away for you.
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, I didn't like the Moriarty, I suppose. Tuscanini's got some traits that I find kind of funny, but I don't generally enjoy his episodes very much. I'm not a big bush fruit fan.
We're just clearing the house. You really are just throwing everything in the dumpster, except for the Negaduck episodes.
He still deserves to be in the dumpster. I think we're all very clear on that. He's still like really, really terrible, but in a way that's fun. So, yeah. I'd still watch a Bushroot episode though. He's got some points as a character that's fun. But yeah, I'm just not very sympathetic to his approach sometimes. So yeah.
Noted.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Screw you, Bushroot. So
You heard it here.
Yeah.
On the record.
Just
Nem is
going up.
coming for you. She's throwing you in the wood chipper. You're done. You mulched.
You're bushed? That's probably all I can. You meant to say, leave him alone. So I'm making my own fun reports.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, do you want a job? You want to take over as co-host here? I mean, Ange.
Assume this was the
Ange
audition.
is tired of me anyway.
Yeah. I thought I was just going to usurp and run this entire thing myself.
All right, I'll send you my notes. And we're over to you.
And I'll put them straight in the trash.
Where they belong.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, Ange, do you have anything else you want to talk to our
quiz
guest
me.
about before I subject you both to my devious plans?
I've just been staring into the eyes of this picture of Negaduck that you have up on the screen and dissociating into this imagery. But
You know what? That would really make a fantastic wallpaper.
Yes. I'll get on that. I feel like there's one of those sites where you can upload your own image and make a wallpaper out of it. But what Ange is referring to, dear friends, is that we don't usually have visuals involved in the podcast because it's a podcast. But
Really?
when we had Nem give us a date to come on to record with us, I was like, what are we going to talk about? And kind of went back and forth at a couple things, but really, I know these ladies and they love their Negaduck. So I said I could make a quiz for you guys. And then I thought, and they said, sure, make a quiz for us. A Negaduck-themed quiz. And then I said to myself,
What did you say?
this is too much work for me to try to find things that I don't think that either of you would know, because number one, Ange has probably posted every single factoid that's available on the internet herself about Negaduck. Nem knows everything about it. Like, you both have forgotten more about Negaduck than I feel like I've ever known about him. So instead, I cooked up a little thing with some help from our listeners.
Oh, intriguing. I didn't look into your hidden discussions.
Thank you.
I have no idea what's going on.
It is very, very secretive, and very,
Ooh.
very serious.
Very super spy.
So this could be something that is purely an American thing, and you'll have to let me know if y'all even know what I'm talking about. But with that said, I'm going to line up an audio cue here for you, because it is time to play Fandom Feud.
It's beautiful.
So, we've got a despicable one for you today. Hailing all the way from Knifey Spoony, Australia, we have Nem. And in this corner, our queen of back and forth from up north, Canada, Ange. And today, they're going to be playing for a quadrillion points and to try to drive out of here in a brand new 2022 Ford Your Face, which is the first and finest portrait vehicle in the market today. So let's get down to the game, ladies and germs. We've polled our listeners' responses to a series of questions about the grim and grimy master of disaster, Negaduck, and your goal is to guess what's on that board. Each answer will be ranked, top the answer being worth the most points, and the lowest with the fewest points. Our survey consisted of 10 questions, and hopefully we'll get through them all. Each player is allowed 3 wrong answers per question, and we will alternate turns. But we're going to kick this baby off with our guest, Nem.
Yes.
Ready for the first question?
Give it to me.
Okay. Boom. What is the first thing Negaduck would steal out of a vending machine?
Oh man, I can just say baby. Definitely.
And that's your first wrong guess. None of our listeners guessed a baby.
Oh no.
Ange, you're up.
I guess like an empty garbage wrapper.
And that's your first wrong guess.
We're doing so well.
That's fine. All right, Nem, what do you got? What would be the first thing Negaduck would steal out of a vending machine?
Chainsaw. Too easy.
That's your second
Chainsaw.
wrong answer.
I gotta clarify. Is this a regular vending machine or is it a vending machine that could have anything in it?
Regular vending machine.
So like with candy and stuff.
I did not make it this specific for our listeners, but yes, like a regular vending machine.
Okay, good to know.
And you're up.
With that being said, I'm going to say black licorice flavored candy.
Okay, so our listeners also said ding candy. So you've just got 3 points on the board, Anj. There was quite an assortment of candy. Mostly it was chocolate, and somebody said Swedish fish.
Ooh, is that a
Okay.
candy or is that like literal fish?
I mean, here it's a candy, but I'm sure there are fish in Sweden. So, Nem, you're up.
Yeah. The actual cash.
Ah, ding, ding, ding. That
Hooray!
was one of our guesses was ding the money.
Ooh.
Nem is on the board with 3 points, and you're
Yeah.
up.
No donuts here.
Okay, just to clarify again, so visually, the thing at the top there is like more points based on how many people said the same
Those
thing.
are the amount of people that said the same thing.
So three
gotta
people
Three
said
people
money,
said the money.
and 3 people said candy, and that means
Yep.
that there's several other sections that people said things. Okay.
Yes. Yes, the blank light blue spaces still have answers.
Okay. I'm gonna have to say circus peanuts. Or does that count as candy still?
It counts as candy, so you can guess again.
I'm gonna say, can I say the whole vending machine?
Oh no, that was gonna be my guess.
You certainly can, because it is on our list here. The machine and parts of the machine.
Yay!
No.
Anj is on the board with 5 points. Nem,
Okay.
you're up.
Oh man. All right, I'm trying to. If I was a vending machine. No wait, I'm doing it back. I'm trying to think of what else is in a vending machine. That's not just candy or chips or something. Can I get a clue? Come on,
I mean,
kid.
you did say something that hasn't been said before. Should I just give that to you?
Yeah, totally.
Anj, would you be okay with me giving Nem a lifeline here?
Sure.
You did say chips in there, which is ding ding ding, our #1 answer of chips and salty food.
Oh, there you go. All right.
4
Separate to-
responses.
There we go. All right, thank you.
You're welcome, and we have 1 answer left on the board. And you're up.
I am going to say, I'm trying to think of some kind of soda. Like, do I have to be specific with the soda, or can I just say soda?
You can just say soda.
Okay, I'm gonna go with soda.
Unfortunately, we do not have any guesses for soda.
Boo.
Ooh,
You can-
Nem, you're up.
Yeah. Oh wait. Oh no. I'm laughing at you, and then I forgot what I was doing. Oh, damn it.
You are also playing this game.
Oh yeah, I'm here too. How badly it's going, and then go. Oh wait, hold on. I reckon some sort of there would have to be a universal portal thing in there. I reckon.
You
Maybe.
probably do reckon, but unfortunately, our people did not guess
Oh.
that. So that's your 3rd strike. You are out of this round. But you do keep your points. And
Okay.
what is your final guess here?
Hmm.
The first thing he'd steal out of a vending machine. I want to say the glass. Like, just punches the glass and takes the shards and eats them.
That I think that would count toward machine, but it was very specific. It is also not on the board. So we're going to reveal our final answer here, which was the most obvious one, other than the money for me, which is everything. And I'm sorry, that's not 22 points. That is 2 points. So he would just steal everything out of the machine. So there we are, friends.
Said the
That's
whole
the end of our first. Well, everything in the machine.
Just not the machine itself.
Yeah, he would
Mhm.
leave the machine. He would take everything out of the machine. So that's our
I like-
first question. How we feeling, everybody?
I like just hearing Ange's responses, and then I forget to come up.
Well, guess what? Saddle up. We got 9 more questions. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Warm up.
The next one. All right, so at the end of this round, Nem has 7 points, Anj has 5, so we'll start with Anj in the next one. Ding, what is Negaduck's favorite smell?
Rotten fish.
Sure, I'll give it to you. We've got Ding, death, a corpse. That's 3 points for Anj. Nem, you're up.
He cannonly likes rotten fish though. Like Ange is all over it. So, but all right, we'll put another down. I reckon the smell of money.
Oh, that is a good one. Unfortunately, it is not one of our guesses.
Doesn't money even smell? I'm gonna have to investigate.
I guess it depends on where it's kept. And you're up.
I'm gonna say like chainsaw / like dynamite fumes.
That one I cannot give you. So bing bing, first wrong for Anj. Nem.
Petrol or gas, I suppose.
So like exhaust fumes?
Yeah. It's or something else.
I don't know. I've got him on the fence on this one, but I'm for the sense of brevity, I'm gonna give it to you as
Yes, you are.
smog pollution.
Yeah.
That's 3 points for Nem.
Yeah,
And
that's totally
you're
right.
up.
Okay, let's see here. Favorite smell. I feel like we covered all the like obvious canon ones, but it looks like there's one sitting at the top there that we have not thought of. So this is family friendly, right? Now, what do you put in anything inappropriate?
Yeah. I have the
I mean, not in this slide.
Okay, good to know. Then I am going to say, I'm blanking on this because I feel like all this stuff kind of falls under the same thing, which is like rotten, smelly, gross, pollution kind of stuff. I'm just gonna go with black licorice again because I just hate it so much, and I think he'd like that.
Meh, black licorice candy is not on here. Nem, smell it away.
Oh, well, I was now going to say Mel, but that doesn't really count.
Oh, sorry, this is canon.
Fire, though, could work.
Fire,
Burning.
I'm gonna say that it's under smog pollution. So, because
Okay.
it's not on here, so try again.
Wait, I get to try again? Or you
Yeah,
agree?
because I'm saying it's part of pollution / smog.
Right. What else would you like the smell of? I like Darkwing's defeat, but like not feet. Defeat. Emphasis on the defeat. Pain.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm giving the
Darkwing's tears?
Well.
The
You know what?
tears?
I'm gonna split this one. You're both gonna get some points because suffering fear is our number 1. So you'll each get 3 points.
What does that even smell like? Aside from someone maybe having an accident.
Somebody, I don't know. This was our number 1 answer. He loves
That's
the
amazing.
smell of suffering / fear.
You're all sadistic, you know.
Alrighty. So I don't know. You guys figure out who goes next because you both jumped on that one.
Oh, Ange.
And
Chicken
you're up.
Okay, because there seems to be more smells here. Okay.
There are 3 more.
Pistachio ice cream.
And
Oh.
that is your last incorrect guess. Nem, you're up.
Oh man. Brain doing the thing. What else does he like? Let me think. I should have made like a Negaduck mood board just on the side to remind me.
Like the do it for her from The Simpsons, only it's Negaduck.
Yeah, that would have been perfect. Don't do it for him. Just for lack of anything else, you remember, was it Wacky Putty that he got? That made all the statues turn into things?
Probably. It's not up
Yeah.
there though, so one more. One more. Give me one more.
Ugh, it's just squeezing ideas from a stupid stone is what it is.
Squeezing something from a stupid dome is not in it. I'm sorry, that was your last incorrect question. And so
Oh, is
we'll
it?
go from the bottom here
was nearly going
Our-
to say deforestation.
We have Napalm
Oh,
himself / Sweat
himself.
and Garbage.
Oh, of course. How did we miss
Alright.
that? We're just going to have to answer garbage to like every other answer, I think. That's going to be a running
Right. Right now we have Anj with 11 points and Nem at 13. Name one thing that Negaduck keeps in his pocket at all times.
Who's first?
Whoever wants to be.
Okay.
Squid.
I was gonna say specially trained
Oh,
attack
squid.
squid.
Yeah.
Is that both your answer?
Yes.
You're both wrong. There's no squid up there.
How?
You know what? Yeah, no squid.
Not even a specially trained attack one.
Not even especially trained, especially not especially trained.
You gave
attack one.
You gave that squid a name recently, Ange. What did you call him?
Bosco, I think.
Bosco. Yeah. Yeah.
I created a villain persona for him in the episode we recorded yesterday. He was a doctor. Moving on. What is one thing that Negaduck keeps in his pocket at all times?
His chainsaw, I guess.
Oh, ding 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 ding. Number one answer, chainsaw.
I like how that's in his pocket specifically. Like, where is his pockets anyway? Does he have them in his pants?
In his fans.
His fans.
How fancy.
Nem.
A
What does Negaduck keep in his pocket at all times?
kazoo. Because it's fun, 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 fun.
It is fun, 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 and up here it is none, none, none. Second wrong guess. And
I'm gonna go with a Darkwing Duck disguise, like decoy disguise.
you know, I was hoping for something like that myself, but unfortunately, we got no disguises in his pockets from our listeners.
Amazing face mask counted as a disguise. With the-
Not
with the
today,
dog
not
nose.
today.
All right. Some sort of machete.
And
Sharp.
this is our, I guess, tied number one is a knife. A knife! Knifey spoony. Yes. Alrighty. Ange.
Diaper.
He keeps it in his pocket, not on his butt. No. Sorry, no diapers, and that's your final guess.
Boo.
Nem, it's up to you. What does Negaduck keep in his pocket at all times, according to our listeners?
Betsy. Or a shotgun. Betsy.
No shotgun. So that's it. That is it for this round. Let's go through and think what our listeners think that Negaduck has in his pockets. Someone said he has no pockets at all. He only has flesh. A strand of hair.
Ooh. Stranded
Sand.
Sand. To just throw in the hero's face during his
Exactly. A copy of Atlas Shrugged.
What is Atlas Shrugged?
It is a book that we will not discuss here on this podcast. a picture of Nega Goslin and a list of insults.
There you go. I
So
definitely
as you
would.
could see by this ranking here, most people said a chainsaw or a knife. But in the feeling of fairness, I included them all. So he has very packed pockets. We
there you
ready?
go.
Are your brains processing? Are you ready for this next round? We've got Nem at 17 points and trailing right behind at 15. If Negaduck was like Santa Claus, what would you leave out for him?
Baby seal.
No baby seals.
Baby seal sandwich?
No, you already said baby seals.
Garbage.
Garbage.
I'm just kidding. Baby seal.
No, we don't have garbage up here. Nem.
Fuzzy Wuzzy Bunny.
We don't have any
That's
bunnies
more
or
current.
other such creatures. And
Holiday edition of Playduck.
a dirty magazine. Nem, what are you guessing?
Tin can.
Is it a tin can with food in it?
Sure.
Then, oh my god, you guessed a thing. They would leave out food/cookies for Negaduck, as
Why
if
would
he was a real Santa Claus. Although, one of those cookies, I think it just works out very well. One of those cookies was specifically described as being bunny cookies. So,
Oh, that
There
makes a
we
bit
go.
more sense. I would have
Yeah.
thought you wanted to like keep him away from your house. I don't know why you'd be rewarding this.
see,
Negaduck.
I mean, some people like to invite that chaos into their house.
I don't see
Anj,
why-
I'll go with weaponry in general. Dangerous weapons.
and ding, 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 number one answer: weapons, or chainsaw oil, or gas, or chainsaw polish. Ding, ding, ding. We have a correct answer. Nem, you're up.
Does round bombs fall into that?
Round bombs, I would consider a weapon, yes.
Oh, not just decoration. Cash, I suppose.
Cash. We're bribing.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. We are not accepting cash at this time. And Nem, that was your final wrong guess this round. Anj,
Did I say this already? Pistachio ice cream?
you did. You said that for a previous one, but food cookies is already selected. So
Okay.
try again.
I'm gonna say like animal/bunny entrails or Darkwing entrails. Any person's entrails, like organs and stuff.
So innards.
Yeah, like body parts and stuff.
Okay, well, I'll give you this one for body parts and stuff. We have skulls.
Oh, that is a really obvious one. I can't believe yeah.
Up again.
Oh, wow. They really had a whole lot of different categories they came up with, huh? I am going to say the button. Does that count as a weapon, though? I don't know.
The button.
Remote.
I will allow the button as our number 3 answer, traps.
Ooh.
Oh. Well, at least
Although
that's-
one of those specifically was listed as Home Alone type traps, which I think they were trying to capture him or deter him, but he would probably just take them anyway, in my personal opinion. Anj, you're on fire here. What's another thing that would be left out for Negaduck if he was like Santa Claus?
Let's see here.
He's surely done a wrench thing at least once, going around and robbing everyone's houses and taking the presents.
Like a vehicle, a motorcycle, or motorcycle parts.
Alrighty, and that's your final wrong guess. So let's go through here with our least voted one. It's still special in my heart. A restraining order, or Nega Be Gone spray.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have poisoned food. So we've got math going on. Give me a second. We've got at the end of this one here, in an upset for the ages, Anj is at 23 and Nem is at 21.
Dear.
You ready for this next question, ladies?
Oh,
yeah.
Are you thinking dirty, grimy thoughts about bathing in garbage?
I always
Or-
am.
I know you are.
Yeah.
In your humble opinion, which one of the fearsome 5 does Negaduck hate the least? Who wants to go first?
Me! Or wait, I got more points, so maybe she should go first.
Oh, that's very
Thank
gracious
you.
of you. Nem,
Ugh.
which one of the fearsome 5 does Negaduck hate the least?
Initially, I was like Mr. Banana Brain, but I can see there's only 4 squares. Liquidator.
The Liquidator, which is bing bing number 1 answer.
Really?
Man. Yes.
I was gonna say Negaduck because you included the whole fearsome 5, so that would be himself.
Oh. Well, to be fair, I only did the 4 because we know that he doesn't hate himself at all. I mean, that's
He's
not
amazing.
even a question. So which of the remaining henches?
I'm gonna say Megavolt.
And you know what? I'm gonna give it to you because it was a 3-way tie between everybody else. So everybody else got 3 votes each. So Anj, we're just gonna give you 3 points and move on to the next.
The rest.
All right, so we've got Nem back in the lead at 28, and Anj is at 26. And this is a spicy way that we are proceeding. You're never gonna see this next question coming. Ding! In your humble opinion, which one of the fearsome 5 hates Negaduck the least? And to clarify, I am not including Negaduck in this one. Which one of the fearsome 4 hates Negaduck the least? See, this is why I didn't try to make a proper Negaduck quiz, because of semantics like this.
I went first last time.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Liquidator because he's just kind of a neutral guy.
I made myself a slide of the answers and forgot to unhide these, so give me a second. So you said Liquidator?
Yes.
Okay. Liquidator is number 2.
Yay.
Interesting.
Yes.
I'm gonna go Quackerjack because I don't think he really hates anyone except for what's his name? The video game. Wacky.
Oh, Wiffle Boy.
Yeah, Wiffle Boy.
All right, so we've Quackerjack is supposed to say Quackerjack. So we'll give him 2 points.
Hey.
Yay! Okay, Anj, which one of the fearsome 5 hates Negaduck the least?
Oh, this is tricky because I feel like Bushroot is like the one that's probably bullied the most, but he also seems like the one most desperate for friends. But Megavolt is just kind of, nuts in general. I guess I'll go with Bushroot.
And Bushroot is our number 1 answer.
Yay!
The
Wasn't he the one who was...
there he is. All right, so Quackerjack also is 5 points. So we'll give Nem 5 points.
Hooray.
5 points. That would be why he wasn't in that blank square. And so now, Nem, I want you to think very, very hard about who that number 3 spot could be that apparently hates Negaduck the most, according to our listeners.
Oh man, that's tricky. Battery Boy.
Oh my god, you are correct. I don't know how you pulled that one out. It is Megavolt.
I'm amazing.
You are. Okay. So,
I want to see ABCD as a villain now.
see, we'll get there. All right, so you're not going to believe it. My math is probably wrong, but you are tied at the moment, ladies.
Ooh.
So let's go through here to our next question, which I hopefully have the answers up on my screen for. Bing, what's something Negaduck would trust a hench person to do?
Embarrass him.
Embarrass him? Well, I'll give it to you because we have our number 3 response was screw up / fail, which I think would be pretty embarrassing. Anj.
I was gonna say nothing. He doesn't trust any of his hench people.
You would say nothing, and you would be saying our number 1 answer of nothing with 5 points. Nem, what would Negaduck trust a hench person to do?
That pretty much sums it all up, doesn't it? That's all. That's all. Rely on them. I wouldn't even say count. I don't know if he would trust them to count to 10. Yeah. But what did he trust them with? I suppose he did actually task them with, taking out Shush and various things. Take it, as in listen to his orders.
Oh, so that would be our number 4 response, which is obey.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and you're up.
I want to say menial labor, or just stupid crappy tasks that Negaduck just doesn't want to do himself.
Super crappy tasks is our number 2, as in chores, like feeding his dogs and taking out the garbage, which I don't know that Negaduck would do personally. He would probably want to hang on to that, but that was one of our responses. And we only have one left up on the board. Nem, what is it?
Be like a scarecrow, just like stand there and do nothing. Decoy, that would be the word.
A decoy? As a matter of fact, this final one is act as bait.
Hey!
So there we go. Look at that. We've cleared the board.
Ooh.
And we are now at Nem, 39 points. Anj at 44.
Ooh.
We are very close here, friends.
Oh.
And on to the next. What is one word Negagoslin would use to describe Negaduck? Anj, do you want to go first, or do you want to give it to Nem? Nem did clean out that last board.
I'll give it to her since I'm ahead.
Nem, destroy her, crush her. What is one word Negagoslin would use to describe Negaduck?
Cuddly.
Ugly?
Cuddly!
Oh, I was about to say, my word. We do not have cuddly up on the board. I am sorry. Anj.
Mr. Grumpy Puss?
As a matter of fact, that is our number 1 answer. We have Grumpy, Grumpy Puss / Sourpuss. Nem.
You really have to get into Negagoslin's head, which isn't, I think, the easiest thing to do. But I could say absent.
Absent. No, I feel like Dizzy would have been a good one. But no, we don't have that one up there. I am sorry, Anj, you're up again.
I want to say Dad and or Negadad or Negadaddy.
Well, that is quite a variety of things to be called, and unfortunately, or fortunately in some cases, none of them is up there. Negadaddy does not appear on the board. Nem, what do you have floating around in that beautiful head that we're going to throw up here?
That's just what Ange called him.
Calling me out here in front of God and our listeners.
You've called yourself out since day 1.
Yeah. I think I'm going to just rename him in Wikipedia.
I'll refer to him as such for the rest of the slides.
Oh, man. I'm trying to think of what she actually says in character, but aside from usual Mr. Grumpy Bush and some gasping, I can't think of her dialogue too much. I'm stuck. What would she... Give me a clue. Come on.
I'll give you a clue. It's about Negaduck.
You... Oh, that's so helpful. Thank you.
Welcome.
Sour face? I know we've already got sour there. I'm going with face.
Something with a face.
Something with a face.
Nothing about his face. I'm sorry. Anj.
Like stinky, smelly.
Stinky or smelly. I'm sorry. Negagoslin does not comment on anyone's body odor. Nem.
So tricky.
These are also things that people supplied, so it's not something that's strictly canon. It could honestly be anything, and in some cases it is.
In some cases it is.
Yes.
All right, well then my answer is anything.
Anything, and you have cleared the board. No, I'm sorry. Can I give anything as far as anything? And
Say it could be anything.
it could be, but it isn't.
I want to say scary.
Ooh.
Scary. Strictly speaking, that is not up here. But this one is a little confusing to me, so I'm going to give you this one because I feel like she would be scared of his rage. Nem, what would she say?
Like using his title, Lord Negaduck.
Technically, that would be... Oh, so just Lord?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord, it's not up there. And that is your final guess, Nem. And you have 2 wrong guesses remaining.
Jeez Louise, what were our listeners sending in here? Because I can't even imagine what else. I guess if this is... she's very nice, Negagoslin.
Yeah.
So maybe she'd just say something like, Well, I've already gone with Grumpy Puss, so Cuddly? Or did we already start with Cuddly? Was that like the first thing Nem said?
It was, and it is not up there. Do you want me to count that as a wrong answer so that you're closer than being out of the hot seat?
Yes.
Okay, it's not up there. One left.
Boss or she's like basically his servant, and she's like, I cleaned up everything for you, etc. So kind of like an honorific for that.
Like, I'm helping now.
I'm going to say that we're going to give you that one because we have Meanie authoritative. Because he would be bossing her around. Okay. Anj, you're still on the board.
Okay. Secretly has a weakness for her or loves her.
That is a very long one word, and it is not on our board. I am sorry. And that brings us to the end of the guessing. But let's just get in here with our number 7 response, which is devious. Up to number 5, honest/determined.
What?
I don't know. I mean, I guess he is honestly who he is. He doesn't try to pretend that he's nothing else. No good, Nick.
Ooh.
And number 2, misunderstood.
Ah.
Okay, so we have got Anj at 51 points, Nem at a solid 39. All right,
yeah.
and we are on our penultimate question here. Are we
Lord.
ready?
Ready, Freddy?
Nem, you're going next. Prepare that beautiful, beautiful brain. Ding, if Negaduck was a kid in school, what would he get sent to the principal's office for the most?
Exploding the school?
That is our number 2 response, which was a split of arson/explosions. 5 points is yours, Anj. You're up. What would Negaduck, if he was a kid in school, get sent to the principal's office for the most?
Getting into fights/beating up everyone, including the teachers.
Yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom. Number 1 response, fighting, one of which was specifically throttling the teacher. Nem.
Do you guys have canteens? Like stealing from... I was going to say stealing from the canteens, but I think stealing in general.
Stealing in general is not on the list. Anj.
In the Negaverse, or just a general kid in school?
This is a general kid in school, Nem.
I'm gonna say skipping classes and just not showing up in general.
Being absent, says Anj. And Anj is alone in saying that because we did not get that as a response. Nem, what is this bad boy doing?
Usurping the principal? Taking over the whole school.
Hostile takeover, says Nem. And she, like Anj, is the only one who said that. Anj, what is he doing?
And you would anticipate to be like in the hot seat.
Yeah.
Very hot. Too much. Too much.
Maybe putting something like a moose in the girls' bathroom and or such general antics.
So general pranks.
Yeah.
That is safe, okay. Alright, so Anj thinks that Negaduck would be sent to the principal's office for pranking. And no. Not up there. Nem.
Kicking puppies?
Animal abuse, says Nem. Not on our board. And that is your final guess for this round, Nem. Anj, what is he doing?
Hanging people off the flagpole.
That actually was a specific response, but I put that in fighting, so I'll let you go again.
Okay. Gosh, we've covered a lot of this stuff. I am going to say, I need to reach deep inside my mind into my inner Negaduck for a second here.
Live vicariously through him in your school days.
I guess I for some reason my mind is going to like gym class and like dodgeball.
Unfortunately, it is not on the board. And that brings us to the end of this round. And I will reveal what our listeners think that Negaduck would get sent to the principal's office for the most. Starting with our number 6 spot, Nails on the Blackboard,
Ooh.
Plotting Heists. This one I quite enjoyed. Just being himself. And then we have Name Calling.
Oh, that's true.
Okay, so at the end of this round, we have Anj at 56, Nem at 44, and we are about to move on to our final question. Are you guys ready? Are you pumped?
Yeah.
Woo! Here we go! Name something Negaduck does in his leisure time.
Which one of us goes first?
I would say Nem.
Go fish.
Are you asking me, or is that your
I'm answering
that's your answer? He's playing Go Fish.
cards.
Just because it's specifically not on there, I am not gonna give it to you.
How
And
dare.
I'm sorry, this is the final question. One is all over the place, I must say.
I'm gonna go with, I guess the standard, like, cat/puppy kicking.
And you would be in the same mindset as some of our listeners, because we have torture/murder/hunt some animals for 3 points. Nem, you're up.
Just hanging out in a dumpster. Where he belongs.
Just hanging out in a dumpster with your second wrong answer.
Oh, goddamn.
Anj, what is he doing?
Committing crimes, because that's leisure to him.
Sure. I'm gonna give you this one as plotting heists/insults. There we go. Nem,
I'll give you one.
please do.
I reckon he probably does the most horrific thing anyone could do to anyone, and that's run a game show.
Run a game show is actually our number 42. Not on the board. Sorry, Nem, that is it. You are out of this race.
I went down swinging. That's all I care
You
about.
did. And would you like to continue guessing, or do you want to just celebrate your victory by having me read this off in my corny game show voice?
I want to throw out one last guess.
Please do.
Eating skulls. Just chewing on his skulls.
Eating
gonna say?
skulls. We have no responses saying eating skulls. I am sorry. Writing fanfic is also not on there. Would you like to continue yelling, or should I just tell you what's on here?
Continue yelling.
Okay, go on.
Running a podcast.
Running a podcast. No, I'm sorry, that's not on there. That is purely not something Negaduck does in his
Yes.
leisure time.
Digging potholes after dark.
Ooh.
No, that's not up here either. I'm just gonna go ahead and do these unless you guys wanna... One more crack, one more. You got one?
Knife throwing.
Knife throwing. No. This last one I quite enjoy. Antiquing. This next response made me literally laugh out loud. Reading obituaries.
He would.
We have
That is
shitposting on Twitter.
Mm-hmm. They're all very on point.
Smoke or do meth. Play video games, Wordle, or watch Family Guy on TV.
That's game
Our
show.
number one answer was clean/polish/lick his chainsaw.
I was gonna say cleaning his chainsaw, and then I kind of shuffled that to the back of my head.
Well, that is okay because you're shuffled right to the leaderboard. You won this round of Fandom Feud with 61 points, and Nem put up a hell of a fight with 44 points. Congratulations. Unfortunately, your face cars don't actually exist. Or they crashed in the parking lot and now you guys are in love. So, I mean, it's really open-ended how you want to end your evening, but that is the end of the game show that I created for you guys with the help of our listeners. Thank you, everyone who responded. I greatly enjoyed reading your responses.
Thank you for tormenting us. It was very fun. I'd like to do it again where I could just actually think about it and write it down as opposed to having to guess them on the spot.
To actually play a game show You want
Yeah, I
to
don't
have
know.
some time to research for?
Yes. Yes. Can we do that version?
Let's everybody play the longest game show in history. Wait, I need to know the answer for that. Let me look it up real quick.
Yeah. It's otherwise let's do that one. That'd be fun. That'd be better than like getting booted out of what was it? Pictionary.
Alrighty, so that's our game show for you guys that I made.
It's beautiful.
Are you impressed? Do I get to keep my job?
Yes.
Some of those were a little too specific. I was thinking too canon. I was not thinking what people would think.
See, that's the tricky part with Family Feud. You never quite know.
So you're
Never
too
quite
in
know.
Negaduck's head and not in the general populace's head, which is probably all the mental health checks that you ever will need.
So yeah, so that was it. That was our episode here with the always lovely Nem. Is there anything else you would like to discuss while we have you here, Nem? Do you have any excuse for your actions?
Never. I would never excuse my actions. I mean absolutely everything.
Perfect.
Yeah. That's fine. I'm happy to talk smack or whatever, but other than that, no, just really appreciate game show, which you stayed up till 1 a.m. on, and everyone's responses were quite hilarious.
It was very fun. It was very fun. Now that you guys are done with this quiz, you can also take this quiz, and I will know exactly which ones are yours because they're not already in the, in the survey. But it's fun. I had little pie charts and all kinds of things. It was a grand old time. On my end, I didn't create any for anybody, but the Fearsome Four ones were very beautiful little pie charts.
I was going to ask if are you releasing the slides or the results? To the
I
general
could, but I don't, once this episode airs, I don't want to give anything away.
Oh, that's tricky.
If you're keeping track at home, let us know if you beat Anj or Nem, and I will send you directly their face car.
Yes.
That is, to clarify, the car that looks like their faces, because that's what you need to have if you live in St. Canard.
Can we have a face motorcycle instead? Or a scooter?
Well, I mean, the prizes were donated by Ford, so the ones I have right now are the cars. So next time you're on the show and I make a 29 slide Family Feud game for you, it can be a motorcycle. Absolutely. But only if you win.
That would be hilarious.
When, he's coming down the chimney like Santa Claus, eating all the food that was left out for him. Somebody left him, in their response, a bacon sandwich with pickles. Like, I was expecting, like, disgusting food, but y'all are feeding him real well.
Is it because he never eats? I mean, he eats an apple on the show, right? So does he exist on garbage, or is, it could go either way.
It could go either way, which is why I'll be putting up a brand new survey about what we think is inside Negaduck's bloodstream and what he puts in his mouth, and that will be safe for work and also extremely unsafe for work. Just kidding, I won't be making that one. I don't really want to know what you people think Negaduck puts in his mouth.
So you're going to say what he puts in his sandwich would probably be safer.
I don't know if it would. I'm not convinced.
Yeah, could just be a bag of sawdust.
Which is also what he is. Alright, we have anything else we want to entertain the masses with?
No, not particularly, I don't think.
Well, this is all I had prepared. So thank you for tuning in, my favorite listeners of all time, and those of you who participated in my survey in various places. I want to wish you the deepest, deepest gratitude from the slimy, dark, disgusting depths of what I call a heart. This would not have been possible without you. But remember, dear friends, that crime doesn't sleep, and neither do we. Thank you for joining us, Nem. It has been an absolute nightmare.
It's been truly horrific. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome.
Bye.